Hi, this is Lisa Schmid. Welcome to the Stamper Studio. I say new in the studio, but it's not. It's Saturday in the studio. We are back home in the studio, as you can tell. Had a great week in Florida. Always good to go away, always good to come home. So glad to be back here in our own studio. I can actually see your comments, so I do like that, as opposed to when we're on site or on vacation. I can't quite see what you're saying. Dave has to tell me, which is okay too. Today I want to highlight a stamp set, a bundle actually, that is going away. It's probably one of my favorite bundles that are going away, and it's called Arrange a Wreath. So I have several samples to show you, as well as one card that I'm going to make. And I've got some other tips and tricks for you to make your stamping easier. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is my Arrange a Wreath. This is the stamp set. And I want to just take a moment here because it's just, you might not realize how cool it is if you don't actually, take a moment and look at it. So we've got this little box, which could be a box, could be a little back of a sign. We've got the partridge in a pear tree. You could use it together or separate. Happy Heart Day with the hearts. There also is I'll show you in a second, the dies has a heart, has several hearts. Give thanks for Thanksgiving. You could again use that. You could use flowers. You could use the leaves. Happy Easter. Obviously, that's what I'm going to use today. Best wishes. How fun for like a wedding card. And Merry Christmas. And those are all a similar size. Even on the front, it looks a little bit different, but they're similar size. So, and then this little piece right here fits so nicely. I don't have all the dies here because I'm going to show you some of them as I'm using them. This little dot fits so nicely right inside this little flower. So it looks, when you die cut it out, it looks like this. Isn't that so fun, that flower with that little stamp and then die cut out right here. So, and there's the love, we've got Easter eggs, we've got a bow, we've got another, like the bottom of a bow or a different layer to that bow, the pears, like I said, some flowers. There's more than one flower. And that's always handy because when you stamp them, you can die cut out two at a time. So, and actually these, I should point out, the eggs, the pears, and the hearts come as a set of two. It's two together, so that when you die cut them, you get two for the price of one.
Morning, Barb.
Morning, Barb. Oh, good to see you. So, and there's a little sprig. There's just all sorts of fun things on this. These are some leaves. It's this little leaf over here. So lots and lots of things. Okay, let me show you the card I want to share with you. It is this card right here. It's a little Happy Easter card, and I know tomorrow's Easter, so obviously you would not make this for tomorrow, but I am. If you have it, you sure can. So just, do I need to gray? There we go. All right, so yeah, I used the back. I'm using the Purple Posy, which is a color that's going away. It's a very, very pretty color. I don't think I've really discovered it till recently, unfortunately. And I'm using Pear Pizzazz, and then I'm stamping in Highland Heather to make it a little bit darker. And we've got our ruched ribbon. The ruched ribbon is staying, and I used Daffodil Delight on here. Yeah, I was thinking, I tried Crushed Curry and Daffodil Delight, went back and forth. So let me show you how we're gonna make that. We're going to start with our gorgeous grape. Of course, it's our normal 8.5 by 5.5. So let's go ahead and fold that in half. 8.5 by 5.5. And again, I always look to see, I've got a little bit sticking over, so I'm going to flip it over and use this side. Then we are going to go in 1/4 inch. So now I'm at 4 by 5.25. 4 by 5.25. Fits just perfectly inside there. Barb, what I was talking about with the adhesive, sometimes you have to give it a little, like that, what I just did, and then the check mark is check. Just check it off. And you just kind of check it off. So if you don't do that, it feels like kind of stringy sometimes. So that little check mark helps. But it is fantastic adhesive, I'll tell you that. Takes a little bit to get used to, but then it is wonderful. Okay, so this is 4 by 5.25, and then I'm going to go in one more 1/4 inch, not with that one. I'm going to go in one more 1/4 inch, and I have I will have, nope, I've got it. So then one more 1/4 inch, and this one will be, so this one would be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and I'm gonna run it through. This is the subtle 3D folder. Yep, and this one is actually going away. So we're gonna run it through here, but I wanted to point out, see the line right there? The line is so that you can line up your, because this has straight lines, so you can line it up on there, and I can run it through, and I end up with straight lines rather than crooked lines. So ran that through already, so the Subtles 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to just attach that right here, and we'll check. Go ahead and cover that right there. So just a 1/4 inch in. That's kind of your ticket to getting those even edges there. If you wanted a little smaller edge, you'd go 1/8 of an inch in. Yeah, or you could go bigger. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and build my little wreath, and I'm going to start with my purple posy, and I'm going to go ahead and run it through. Now I ran it through already because I wanted to just show you right from this point. So, but what I used, don't forget, I made it super easy by sticking on my adhesive sheets. So by using my adhesive sheets, this is so much easier to glue on. And I can tell you that because on the first one I made, I didn't do that. But what I want to show you, and the reason I'm keeping it like this, is there's a cool little tool to go with our take-a pick. And it is called the Take Your Pick Die Brush Tip. Okay, but I want to show you how to use it. It comes with the brush and 2 foam pads, and they're pretty sturdy foam pads for $9. But here's how you use it. You unscrew your putty end. Okay, I don't even know if you knew that came out. And then you screw in this end like that. And I've got a handy tool here. So I'm going to use this tool, a little bit loud. You'll notice the holes in the die. That's what they're for, so I can try to get all my die punched out. I think I did not though, but I'm going to go back and use it even with this without the die, and it saves me from like picking it all out. Okay, did you see that little spot? I don't know if you could see that. These little spots, if I go over them, they will come out. So this is a little thicker because I have the adhesive behind it. Let's get that out. There we go. And we want to take out this middle piece. I think I'm going to do it this way and peel this up. And make sure I've got all my little pieces out. See, this has adhesive behind it too, which I don't really care about that part. I always thought it'd be good if you could figure out something for that part, like a disc or something. I don't know. It doesn't look very pretty to me. So, all right, now there's a couple little things left here, these, and I could, of course, take a paper piercer, which I might end up doing, or actually my other end here of my take a pick and just pop those out. I think I got all of them there. All right, then I'm going to peel this up. Remember, now it's sticky, and I will tell you this is going to save me a lot of time when I am trying to glue it on. So let's get the rest of that off. There we go. And I got one more little piece over here because, like I said, I did not do that. Oh, I see one more little one. I'm going to pop that out. There we go. Ouch. No, no ouch. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this on my card. And I love that it sticks everything down because on my other one, like I said, I did glue and it does not stick everything down. All right, so that is this fantastic. Look at that. Is that not so fun? Oh, I just love it. It's so pretty. Barb, do you have this one? I'm curious. Then I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to do the same thing with my leaf here. I think I'll go ahead and peel that off as like a laurel wreath kind of. Put that in with my dies. And I'm just going to use this to kind of loosen it up there. And especially with ones that are kind of fragile, it's going to help me not to rip the whole thing, or to rip it. There we go. My discus. And take out my little laurel wreath. There we go. And I just need to find one little spot to peel it up, and then I will be able to, I think I'm going to use this and see if I can grab a piece. It's probably the easier way to just tear it there. There we go. Got it. All right.
Barb does not have it, but you're making me want it.
It is so pretty, Barb. It is by far one of the prettiest ones that I have that is going away. All right, let's get this off here. Peel that off. And again, when I made the first one, I put a little glue dot on each and every leaf. Not a glue dot, a little touch of glue. And let's go ahead and stick this on right on top. And you could use Old Olive. I thought the pear was a little bit lighter, a little bit more in line with Easter. There we go. And it's stuck. Look at that. And I'm going to show you why I like that. I'm kind of harping on that, and I'll show you why. Because these I glue on. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see. But right there I can see the glue. And then some of them aren't glued down. So not the end of the world, but this makes it much easier for me. Okay, so there's our little take a pic. I saw Dave typing, which tells me he probably put it in the chat. All right. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and stamp our Easter eggs and go ahead and die cut them out. So our Easter eggs are here. And like I said, the dies are they're two together. The dies are together for the Easter eggs, which are super handy. Oh, and the stamps too. Yeah, of course. And I want to show you, I did try in, I was going to try stamping it in Gorgeous Grape, but that is just way too dark for that. So I am going to do Highland Heather. We're going to do 3 different colors, one at a time. I'll grab my cardstock here. Okay, so we're going to do Highland Heather. Boop. There we go. It's just a nice light kind of lavendery purple. We are going to, oh yeah, it was daffodil. Good, we're going to do daffodil. First I'm going to clean this off right in my little chamois right here. I know it doesn't look clean, but it is clean. So, use my pad with, yeah, I sure could. Dave is pointing out that because they are, because I think he probably noticed that these are uneven, and because I'm using photopolymer, yeah, isn't that so pretty? And clean my pad again. And then the last color I'm going to use is the Rococo Rose. I really wanted a pink that is just a, you know, that soft Easter pink. Now, when I stamp it I'm going to stamp it down here. When I stamp it, that color's fine, but what I wanted to do is make it a little bit lighter. So I'm going to stamp, there's something on my, I see that, I'm going to clean that one more time. Because I can see that little dark mark there, that tells me there's something on there. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it lightly, because I want to get some of the ink off, and then I'm going to stamp it again. And that's what I'm going to use, is my little, the little second stamped one. All right, so let's go ahead and run this through our, remember that Rococo Rose, it's going away, friends. So, and I die cut, just so you don't think, oh boy, here we go. I did die cut some of these out ahead of time, so that you don't have to sit here and watch me die cut all of them, but I did want to show you at least one. So let's see, let's go ahead and, doesn't matter which one, we'll go ahead and die cut the yellow. Sometimes when you have a small die like this, it kind of can move around, like when I pick my hand up it moves. So one thing you can do is take a little post-it note. What's up?
I thought you had 2 sets of it, like dies.
Little post-it note and put it, woo, right on top. Look, it still didn't move, so that's great. But the post-it note will hold that so I can run it through. There we go. Set that aside. All right, so that's just a kind of a little tip there to, until we get a magnetic plate. That's a great thing to do. Put that back over there. All right, so let's go ahead and stick on our Easter eggs. Hee hee hee, they're so fun. I love Easter eggs. Okay, I'm gonna stick one flat. I'm gonna stick my little Rococo Rose one flat on there, over here. And then I'm gonna pop up I'm gonna pop up my Highland Heather, like that. And I'm gonna pop up. So by the way, friends, dimensionals, I have like no less than like 10 packs at a time. It's kind of like when your cell phone gets low. Some people start to panic. When my dimensionals get low, I start to get panic a little bit. So I want the top of that pink to show. There we go. So isn't that sweet? The last thing we need to do is go ahead and stamp our sentiment, and then we can put a ribbon on if we want. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And I'm going to show you a little trick, which you may have already seen with our using the punch. I'm going to use the rectangle punch. So again, using Highland Heather, I thought that was a good, that kind of came out nicely there. Just stamp it in the middle. One thing I love about stamping and then punching, I don't have to worry about it being straight. It's going to be straight. All right, so I'm going to use my, let's put this ink away. I'm going to use the rectangle postage stamp. Oh, there I am. Look at that. Hi. I'm going to use this, but I want that edge on all four sides. So here's another way I can use it. I'm going to center it in here and punch that out. Then I'm going to use this as a little arm. You've seen me do this before, I'm sure. I'm going to take a little, put a little adhesive on my arm and stick it in here because I want to get this in so I can die cut, or so I can punch that side. So I'm going to go, I could go all the way if I want to see where my words, oopsie, got not enough glue on there. Let's go ahead and add a little more adhesive here to really hold it. There we go. Okay, I was being a little too not generous enough. So if I want to make sure I can see the whole thing, I can just fit it, and you can see these side ones. You see that I'm like notching them right in where the notch, where the notch goes. So and I'm going to die cut, or punch that, not die cut, punch that. And you can see I have Easter eggs on the other side where I was testing out that Rococo rose, but because our cardstock is oh so thick, you don't even notice that. You cannot see that. So let's pop those up, you know, using my dimensionals, my 10 packs of dimensionals, all different sizes. Did you know these come in black? They do. They come in black. Dimensionals come in black if you're interested in that. I haven't figured out why I would use black. I guess so they don't show up on the side. I'm not sure. Yeah, dark color so you wouldn't see them behind. The last thing I was thinking about is putting on this little, a little bow, because this ribbon, friends, tears, it's going away. Our beautiful polka dot tulle ribbon is going to be no longer, and I just think it's so pretty. It's pretty for the right thing, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to stick that right up there. I'm going to make it small. I know you're probably thinking, wow, I'm wasting a lot there. Well, that's the way it is sometimes. To make the bow, I got the bow, there we go. And I'm just going to stick that up there. I think it's a nice soft little accent there, and just can't seem to find my glue dots at the moment, so I'm just going to make a glue dot, check that out, with my little adhesive. There's one. Stick it on and stick it on. Cover up that. There we go. And there it is. Isn't that sweet? I just think it's so fun. And well, now I have an Easter card to give to my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, to give to people tomorrow. Let me show you, I want to show you some others cards made with this set, okay? So this is right out of the catalog. I have to say this is probably one of my, it's beautiful. I've kind of been hoarding this card because I don't want to send it to anybody because I love it. It's so pretty. I use old olive in the background, and then this is the pear pizzazz with our bumblebee. I love these flowers. They're like, they're not really sunflowers, but they're just so pretty. Our bumblebee ribbon, which is staying in the catalog. So isn't that just so fun? I love it. All right, here's another one. And this is using just that background piece. This, I did not make this. This is made by Shelley Gruber. I like to give credit where credit's due. A little closer to me, sorry. And she used the stamp set here, the stamp set, and then die cut it. So look at all those nice, just so, it's so pretty. So pretty. And this ribbon is going away, by the way, the silver edged and the gold edged ribbon. But isn't that pretty? And that best wishes. So nice. Little gems there, the flowers. It's just, it's stunning. It really is. And then, don't forget, I made some at Christmas time. This one was sent to me by Tammy Williams. So fun. She's a demonstrator using the copper. Look at that. And the little quail. This is quite, or partridge, excuse me. What's the difference? I don't know, but this is quite fancy. Okay, with the Knight of Navy. And then I made this one, if you remember. This one had our little, actually, look at that. This was, I gave this to Katie. Go downstairs, look under the stairs on the Stampin' Up side. We gave her a ladder, a blanket ladder, and so we didn't wrap it. We just gave her this, but of course I took this back because she was going to throw it away. So, oh, no, no, no. We don't throw it away. But there's my double ribbon. You can see that the ribbon pieces, I used it to make two. But isn't that pretty with the little heart in the middle? I mean, it's just, okay. There's so much we can do with it that I just love. So that is my little Easter card. And I'm curious, I did use the yellow. I kind of like the polka dot. I used the yellow on one, used the polka dot on the other, but otherwise they're the same. So I do want to show you a couple things that I'm excited about. One is our new catalog. Woo! Look at that. And if you want this right now, just join Stampin' Up and you can get it. If you join, you can get it. I want to show you, you can get it early, right? I can't show you the inside, but I think this paper came with my Bumblebee, and this one is Bumblebee. It was in the pack, but I think that is one of our new colors, and I was going to show you. This is Crushed Curry. Those do look so similar on camera, but they do look different in person. And then that's our Daffodil Delight. But here are our new in colors. Drum roll, please. So Pale Papaya, maybe, I don't know, do you think? I don't know, maybe it's Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Evening Evergreen, really pretty color. These do not look the same on screen as they do in person. I can just tell you that. This is more green. On the screen it looks blue. Soft Succulent. Again, a little more green. Try the gray button. See if that makes it a little different. And then Fresh Freesia. So hopefully even by Monday, or for sure by Wednesday, I will have the actual colors to show you. So that is a great way. And of course, if you want to get these now, if you want to get the in colors right now, if you join Stampin' Up, you can pre-order many stamp sets, many things that I'm so excited to be getting very soon. All right, last thing I want to show you is make sure you've signed up for the Take It Up a Notch. Here are our cards for Take It Up a Notch. This is kind of a cool card, and I will definitely show you how to die cut that. Little mental gymnastics on die cutting, but for you, it's all done. This one, how fun is this with this little spring here? That's kind of a little springy spoing. And this one, which opens this way. Isn't that so fun? And you could put any flowers there. You don't have to use the tulips. You could use, I'll send you the pot, and you could do anything there. So that is the Take It Up a Notch. And I think that is everything I want to tell you. I don't know. I feel like there's so many new things coming out that I'm excited to share with you. So Take It Up a Notch, you need to register by, oh, I have March 17th. That's not right. It's April something. Dave's going to look it up. Anyway, I'm super excited to share the new catalog and new things. I just ordered, and I ordered 2 days, so it's going to come soon. When my new supplies come, I am allowed to show you actually those. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I can show you those stamp sets, so I'm excited. Even I might have some cards made with them. So I'm super excited about what's coming. There are some great things. All right. Have a wonderful Saturday. Have a happy Easter. Maybe get some stamping in today amidst the eggs or the spring or the tulips or I don't know what. So have a great day, and I will see you on Monday. Make sure to like the page, share with a friend. That's a way you can help us grow. All right? Thanks, friends. Happy stamping.